What's up, Black family? This is Super Mike 2164, and I'm just going to bring you a couple of things. Everybody know that Bill Cosby was released, and in this country, according to the law that we were taught, according to the popular thing that we were taught about law and how it should be done, a person is innocent until proven guilty. And a lot of things in the media that were proven to a lot of people because it don't take much to prove to some people, something. Because all you have to do is accuse in the media. For some people, at least it must be the white media. And then that person is considered guilty by a lot of people. And, but as far as the legal system of the United States, you know, uh, Bill Cosby was railroaded. Um, the prosecution used illegal methods in order to secure a conviction on some charges that were not necessarily the popular drug and rape charges that were spread around the media. He was not proven guilty of rape, according to what I read. But basically, he was basically, you know, they said basically that he admitted slipping drugs, but we got to realize that alcohol is a drug. I think the drug was a quaalude. You know, but that was illegal settlement. That contract was settled, and so the somebody in Pennsylvania decided, oh well, if we set this precedent with Bill Cosby, then everybody else is in danger. So, in order for them not to have a precedent, they made him suffer. If you notice, a few months ago, they tried to get him to admit that he was guilty and they would let him out on parole. But this man refused. He refused. He said, I'd do my whole 10 years. I'd die sitting here in this jail. Uh, I'm not, I'm innocent of these charges. And we see if he would have broken under the pressure, which many innocent people are sitting in jail, but they or have records, but they are innocent because they were afraid of the scare tactics of these prosecutors and this system that we have to survive under in America. But shout out to Bill Cosby. I'm happy he's out. I hope that God brought him through that situation towards the end of his life, so that he can use it to build a strong legacy. The thing that the white media was allowed to use to get black folks mad at Bill Cosby was pathetic. I mean, this is an elder. Yeah, he made mistakes. I mean, the thing is, the man he could be a hypocrite. So many hypocrites in our community. Come on. But he has the right to criticize the community that he lived his entire life from. He made music, he made uh, TV, he made culture for this community, and he's seen the community. He's an elder. He can criticize the people in the community, even if he was dead wrong. He has the right to go ahead and offer his criticism. So the thing is, shout out to Bill Cosby, but really not Bill Cosby all the way. Shout out to Camille Cosby because Camille Cosby. I mean, and see, this is another thing. See, Camille Cosby. I mean, just imagine that she's stuck by this man. I mean, now she defended him, even though you know obviously he had cheated on her. He had betrayed her trust. And a lot of people may call her a fool. I don't. That's what commitment is means. You know, Bill Cosby's wife Camille defends him from sex assault case claims. It says this is from NBC News. Camille Cosby, the wife of comedian Bill Cosby, on Monday defended her husband from accusations brought by more than a dozen women. This was way back in 2014. She was defending this man. Camille, the wife of the yeah. So these more than 12 women at that time, alleging the entertainer was sexually assaulted them. See, this is what they alleged. Bill Cosby was not convicted on that. He was not even the fake conviction, which was thrown out as we see today. He was not convicted on the alleged sexual assault. And this was decades ago prior to that. The wife was still saying he's a kind man, a generous man, funny man, a wonderful husband, a father, a friend, Camille Cosby, in the 210-word statement. He is the man you thought you knew. Okay. So that's black. Shout out to black women. Shout out to black women. And they still have this mess going. Mm, right. So, bottom line, shout out to Camille Cosby because see, that's something that the manosphere, all of this attacking black women, this gender warfare crap. No, we can't. We can't have that. I mean, we cannot have that. It's insane. We will die with gender warfare. Shout out to Felicia Rashad. Shout out to Felicia Rashad. She she said, and she made a statement, and she's taking flack for her statement for defending Bill Cosby. Now, Felicia Rashad worked with this man, laid in the bed with this man, was very close with this man. She was not married to. She said this man never did anything like that towards her. The children, none of that came out. The you know beautiful women that came across Mr. Cosby. He was a perfect gentleman. Even Stacey Dash said that. And Felicia Rashard come out today. She said a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. And she's absolutely right. But we have these comments, these people trolling her saying, you know, I had respect for you, but now I lost respect for you and all this little silly crap. This man, because she defended somebody, she seen this man every day. She seen Camille Cosby coming around the studio, watching, seeing what was going on. She know this man, this media blitz is not what we have been led to believe. But the media convinces us. It gets our pride in the way. People believe what they want to believe, and you can't tell them anything. So this is something that we gotta, we just gotta think about it. Shout out to Felicia Rashard. This is the black woman defending the black man. I was listening to the Manosphere. I heard some of the most disgusting comments. It's insane. I mean, they routinely say crazy shit. But I mean, in regard to your women, brothers is so dumb, man. Just last night talking about if our women do something that we don't like, how do we punish them? How do you punish your women? Well, you punish her the same way she punishes you. You're not. this crap that we've been fed, that the male is superior or the female is superior. On the other side, Cynthia G, she comes out. I mean, she is very unreasonable. Cynthia is very unreasonable, and I know she's a logical person, but she's so offended in her attacks, and now she's got this following. She's literally parroting. I mean, I sadly seen this white man call this, suspected white supremacist, this devil who obviously keeps tabs on black society. He knows Cynthia G's talking points. He knows that she doesn't like Tariq Nasheed. And these white supremacists, they are very angry at the movie Butt Breaking because it exposes an embarrassing historical fact that they use, because they're all punks, man. They use this to break the spirit in just just animalistic practices that they use on enslaved people. You see, and now you, because Cynthia does not like Tariq, because Tariq made fun of her, which he shouldn't have done, but she's going to allow herself to be. I mean, the white man just called in there. He just pandered to all of her talking points, and she quietly sat there and just ate it up. And I know in her heart she knew it was some crap, but because the man said what she wanted to hear and said what her audience wanted to hear. And the audience, they were just eating it up, her fans. I mean, this is how they split us up. And now Cynthia G, of course, Tariq got wind of it. He started going in on Cynthia. And so now you got some more gender warfare. I mean, and it just made Cynthia go in even harder and just completely parrot and defend. I mean, I seen one of the titles of her lives. She's talking about Cynthia G. She's talking about, I don't owe black men anything, neither does Brian, and Brian is the white man. So she respects Brian. She deals with Brian. She deals with white people as individuals, but with black men, she deals with, there is no good black man. She does not highlight the good from the bad. She just says, black men, period, generalizing. So everyone has to defend that, because she doesn't give us a way out. She just says black men are weak. They're all buck broken. And I mean, and it's probably true. What if it's true? Okay. So you proved your point. What is your responsibility? Then she says she doesn't owe us anything. Well, you owe us a piece of sperm. I mean, unless your father is white. So you owe black men some DNA, Cynthia. And if you don't owe black men DNA, this is a lineage. You know, what is every individual's responsibility to move the community towards a better position of power? We all were buck broken. Okay, yeah, it's the men's responsibility to do the defense. Yeah, men were defeated. Okay, so yeah, you proved your point. So now what? Okay, and so it's no good. The gender divide is just disgusting. Cynthia G is the equivalent. Cynthia G, and Nyla was saying she's supporting her because Cynthia's her friend, and I know Nyla is married. I mean, she's more logical than that. She can't be a total man hater. Nyla's not a man hater, but she has to defend her friend. And I understand, but at least, I mean, I don't have a problem with them attacking these manosphere guys who talk insane stuff. I don't have a problem with you dealing with individuals who are trash, but the generalization stuff, this is not really that good. And on the man side, I hear these comments: how do we punish the women? I heard a man talking about take your ball and go home. This is childish shit. We can't survive like that. So, this is the state that To me, it's a lot of deflection from real serious issues. We got, Bob Johnson came out. BET just the other day just showed the white agenda. It's entertainment for black people. I don't know how many black people still watch BET awards, but it's white owned media for black people, and it was insane. It's this absolutely disgusting. They had Tariq Nasheed made some really good points. We never see a little Nas X concert. There's no concert where people come from far and wide to come see this man perform. This dude, you know, he doesn't have a lot of fans. He's like Billy Porter. He's like a lot of other minstrels there to push a narrative, to push an agenda, and he's doing his job. So our job is to fight it. The image of Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim. We've been seeing this type of image lifted up, the naked. Even Rihanna. But Rihanna's not as bad because I think she's cleaning up a little bit. But we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of enemies, foreign and domestic. So we got to understand that this is the state of the world. But the thing is, agenda, if you look at something called Agenda 21, so a few years ago, they've been trying to implement these agendas because they want to reduce the population. And they want this real ID. They want to know where everybody is. They want to reduce this population. And this is what these agendas are designed to do. Even Joe Biden said it. He said that this country's doomed because of white, white birth rates. Black folks were still having babies. Now, this population agenda and control methods are starting to affect us. We are having less babies than our parents and our grandparents did. And we need babies. It's only, 50 million of black folks. I mean, we need 100, 200 million, 300 million black Americans, 500 million black Americans. We need that. We want to dominate. We don't want to stay 13% of the population. We need to get this, go along and just surviving type of mindset out of our head. We got to get into the domination type mindset. We can't be running things as if we're trying to appease. What's going on, Freddie? Yeah, we can't be running stuff just like it's just, just for us to get along with the enemy so we can so-called survive. I mean, we're beating them because they've had domination over us for 400 years. They haven't killed us yet. We're still growing in population. Based on the circumstances, I know it looks bad, but based on the weaponry, based on the intelligence, based on the level of control that these people have had over us, and they still haven't genocided our group like other people have been genocided, and the fact that we still have the level of knowledge that we have of their system, the level of knowledge that we have of the history. We have all these lessons. We have all the education. We're in every industry. We have capable people in every single industry. Yeah, I think we're winning, and I know, like I said, they're dying out now. So the race against time is on their side. So if you look up a thing called Agenda 21, they have Agenda 2030. I mean, you'll see they are serious about this population control thing, and this is why the promotion of all these they're redefining what men are and what women are. You got down there in LA, you had a situation where a trans person walked into a female's massage parlor, but he had a penis, and the women who complained were demonized in a lot of the media. The women were the actual natural normal women were demonized. So I'm just going to read a little bit of United Nations Sustainable Development. See, sustainable development. So who defines sustainable? Okay, we're developing. They don't want natural development. Them to be able to sustain and control your development. Okay, so United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. This was way back in 1992. This was for the year that we're living in, and all of a sudden we had COVID, we got pandemics, we got redefining of male and females, we got extra genders, we got all sorts of things. But they had a preamble, they had a social and economic dimensions, international cooperation to accelerate sustainable development in developing companies and related domestic policies, combating poverty. And the way these people combat poverty is they don't try to educate and develop those people who were once poor to make them more wealthier and more economically stronger. Uh, they want to combat that poor by eliminating those folks. Okay, those are bad genes concerning them. Changing consumption patterns. Okay, so they want to change the pattern of who gets to eat and who doesn't, who doesn't get to eat. Okay, demographic dynamics and sustainability. So we're talking about demographics. That's letting you know we're differentiating. They're making a difference between ethnic groups. Okay, protecting and promoting human health conditions, promoting sustainable human settlement and development, integrating environment and development in decision making. All right, so the bottom line is, this is some of the stuff that we just need to understand. And so I just don't want us to think, and I just wanted to post here because, like I said, YouTube had stopped me from posting for a while, but I see somebody made a comment on YouTube. So that gives me hope. That gives me some hope here. And I'm going to let this one fizzle out here. So shout out to Felicia Richard. Shout out to Camille Cosby. Shout out to Bill Cosby's attorney. Shout out to the Real Black Media, Grassroots, who tell it like the people mean it. Shout out to us using our voices to document the real sentiment of the people and to push back against these heavy agendas, because these people, they have money and they have this thing called power, but we have power because the power comes from the people. And when the people can organize and galvanize our voice, then they don't have really a chance against us. It's almost like you can live next to a volcano and the volcano may not erupt for 500, 600 years. But I don't care what you built, how big you build it. Um, that volcano can kill you, and that's just the bottom line. And that we are the volcano. Yeah, we've been asleep for a while, and these people look like they're big and strong because we just haven't had the wisdom or the knowledge to do anything to resist them. But that's changing. All it takes is knowledge. That knowledge alone changes the people from the bottom up. It changes the agenda of the people and the methodologies that these tried and true methodologies that this enemy has been using to rule and maintain power. They don't work in an environment with informed people. Okay. So anyway, peace. Let me know what you think. Share the message and thank you so much. Love you a lot. Peace.